we would not have sent him, the Prophet except that he's a mercy. And in the last days when we see people wanting to come to guidance, coming from every type of background, and they say, well, how do we know to come to guidance? And the body of guidance is there, the physical, even physical body of the messenger of the Divine lies within Madinatul Munawwarah, and the body of evidence means all the hadith, all the teachings, the Holy Qur'an, all of this is a miracle in the last days. That any surah of the Holy Qur'an, if we were to give to Prophet he would recite it, say, yes, this is my book, this is the book I brought. This seems for us as Muslims as, well, of course. But then now look to all the other faiths that are logging on and thinking, well, I think mine is right and I think this right. So this is not an argument, this is not a debate, but which one of the verses would your Prophet testify that he said? None of them. Not Moshe, Sayyidina Musa salam, not anything you give to him from the books you carry would he say, yes, these are my words, or this is the book I brought, because they're not, and they don't claim that they are. The Talmud is the writing of other people, the Zohar is the writing of other people. Then you go to Sayyidina Isa's community and say, which book of Luke, Matthew, all of these would Sayyidina Isa ibn Maryam say, have you read this? He said, absolutely not. I don't even know what this is, I don't know what it says. This in itself is a miracle that the Holy Qur'an is from Prophet and is teaching that to our hearts live and giving a way in reach to the heavens. It's not a debate, it's a proof that why follow something that not even the Prophet you claim to love knows what you're talking about, doesn't know the book that you're quoting, doesn't know the verse that you're quoting. And the door has the Divinely door has a very particular protocol. There's a character, there's a way, there's a means in which to approach the Divine. And that's the immense mercy for this nation. قُلْ إِنِّي كُنْتُمْ تُحِبُّونَ اللَّهَ فَاتَّبِعُونِي وَيُحِبُّكُمُ اللَّهُ. That Allah gives to us in Holy Qur'an that and tell them if they want my love to follow you, Ya Sayyidina Muhammad. And as a result I will love them. Why? Because this way of Muhammadun Rasulullah taught by the tariqas, Ahl Sufiya, and the very Muslims who come and log in and say, we don't know what that is because they don't know Islam anymore. The Islam they follow, we have no understanding what they're following, nor do we accept or agree with anything they say. So Islam and real Islam is the tariqah, is the soul. Because many new people will log and say, oh, I've heard this bad, this bad. Well, because those are from those groups that are recently been invented, homogenized from other nations and made from other people to be an Islam that's not appealing, not correct, extremely violent and intolerant. They were made, they were fashioned and they were developed to be that way. They're not within the history and the body of Islam. And the reality of Islam are the tariqas, the Sufi paths, the ways of spirituality and realities. Those whom are connected to the world of light and they are the embodiment of the doors to paradise. Means that everything in the teaching is that the world of light is the door that guides upon this earth. You cannot be guided from a physical door hoping to climb your way or dig your way into the heavens. You don't go from down into the unseen and guess your way into that reality. But guidance must come from the unseen into this realm. Means it comes from the world of light, it exists within the world of light and opens a door upon this physical realm. That guidance are the tariqas, what we call the path. Those paths have a discipline based on that world of light. Their training, their teaching and all that, if you've been following us, the ways of the soul. They have all of the food of the soul, not only the food of the body. They have to do their breathing, they have to do their meditating, they have to do their chanting, they have to do everything for the energy of the soul. They have to feed others and not feed only themselves. They have to not be selfish but be selfless. Why? Because these are the ways of the soul, not the ways of the body. As a result of following the paths that teach the ways of the soul from the guides of the soul, in which the guide must be operating from their soul's hearing, from their soul's seeing, from their soul's breathing, from the hands of their soul, means they must have a power connected from the world of light. And as a result their path, their qadam we described, all the other senses may open for you, but which is the hardest to open is the qadam, because that they don't sign off on anyone. When they sign off on you means where your feet go, we're with you. Because somebody can have a little bit of hearing, maybe a little bit of seeing, maybe think they have some speaking, but when they don't feel secure they don't sign a paper. And that's why that's very rare to have that ijazah. But when they do have that ijazah means now you're muqaddam, where your feet go we're going with you. We trust in where your feet take and we are supporting. As a result these are guides from a world of light, doors upon this earth to bring people back to the realms of the world of light.